Howdy, friends and floorheads. Tonight, you'll witness the unraveling of the mind of a man trying to survive. We are playing the competitive RPG Everyone is John by Michael Sullivan. John is about to wake up in a locked basement alone. He doesn't know how he got here. He doesn't understand why he is here. And he doesn't realize that there are voices in his head fighting for control. Each player tonight is one of those voices. They will compete, manipulate, and control poor John, pushing him to chase their own obsessions while trying to allow John to survive. Each voice has different skills to utilize and obsessions they want to satisfy. The players are the voices inside of John's head. They are fighting each other to satisfy their obsessions. In one way, they're fighting each other for control. In another way, they're also going to be working together to keep John alive. This is a story of captivity, paranoia, and the strange horrors that lurk behind locked doors. There will be desperation. There will be competing voices with competing needs. But please remember that we are playing an imaginary world with an imaginary man doing imaginary things at the behest of imaginary voices. In no way, shape, or form is this game intended to demean, mock, diminish, or make light of the constant struggles many people have with severe mental challenges. Can John make it out alive? And which voice will reign? Let's play to find out after the opening titles. I'm ready. Let me do a quick little rules summary for everybody watching and for my three players. I'm sorry, my three voices. Because I don't know whether you know this or not, everyone is John. And each of our players is a voice in John's head. After a short tagline explaining where John will be when he wakes up, each of these players created 2 skills and 3 obsessions of their choice for their voice. The obsessions are insatiable drives at 3 different levels. Level 1 obsessions are minor and should be easy for the voice to accomplish. For example, breaking the speed limit or chugging water. Level 2 obsessions are more complex and often require a check to accomplish, like starting a fight or seducing a stranger. Level 3 obsessions are difficult and may even require a series of checks to accomplish, such as blowing up the buildings or fighting wild animals while naked. They get points each time they satisfy an obsession. 1 point for a level 1, 2 points for level 2, 3 points for level 3. They can hit and score the same obsession multiple times, but their obsessions are kept secret. The other voices will only know if an obsession is met, but not what that obsession was. Part of the game is trying to hinder other voices from meeting their obsessions. The voices are competing with each other. The struggle to take over John's mind, thus controlling John, happens throughout the game. And there will be a blind bid of willpower in order to take control of John. Whoever's in control of John will lose control if John wakes up, if John is injured, if an obsession is met, if a check fails, or if John just gets distracted and bored because you're a boring voice, he might just fall asleep and you just might lose control of him. Each voice has 10 willpower and they'll use it to bid for control, but they also can use it to boost rolls on their checks. Once everyone is out of willpower and the current voice loses control, the game is over. The voice with the most points is going to win. We all hope is that John will be alive at the same time. All right, let's get started. Oh. You wake up in a basement. You're a prisoner. You're dirty, weak, and close to starving. Your wrists are raw. You can tell that's where the restraints used to be. You're on a filthy mattress that lies on a concrete floor behind a stained bucket. You've been here for days, maybe even longer. The concrete walls are stained with dark streaks. Some are old and flaking, while others appear to be tacky to the touch. A single flickering fluorescent bulb buzzes overhead, casting a sticky greenish light that makes the shadows twist and twitch at the edge of your vision. The floor is cold and gritty beneath you, scattered with broken glass, rat droppings, and long strands of hair that don't seem to belong to you. Random thumps are coming from above through the ceiling. They sound too close, too deliberate, like someone is taunting you while they listen and wait. The air tastes like rust and mold, thick enough to make each breath feel like swallowing something spoiled. You're so thirsty. The single bottled water on the floor is almost empty. You vaguely remember getting in your car on the parking deck and seeing someone emerge from the back seat and that prick of a needle in your neck. There's also a camera on the ceiling in the far corner with a blinking red light. I need to figure out which of my voices is going to control John first. Each of you have 10 willpower. You can bid as much as you want or as little as you want. You can bid 0. Whoever has the highest bid will take control of John until you lose control of John, in which case the other 2 will have an opportunity to bid for control. That means you can never gain control of John twice in a row. So we're going to do blind bids. You have 10 willpower total. As soon as you get to 0 willpower, you cannot take control of John anymore. I want each of you to type into the chat window what your number is. And I'll tell you when to hit enter. Everybody good?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, let's hit enter. Z for 1. Dan for 1. Lou for 2. Z and Dan, you do not lose any willpower, but now Lou has 8 willpower. So let me quickly update that for you. What are we doing, John?
Hey, it's Johnny, not John. Dude, this place smells like crap. This plumbing. I don't think they had the plumbing done right in here. Man, my back hurts. What the? Where? I was having this crazy dream. Wait a minute. This isn't my basement. Oh, I thought I passed out after watching the game. Hey, you. What's this all about? Oh, I'll fix that. Push your little stool over to the corner. It's all like wobbly. I don't have my full faculties yet. I'm standing up there and I'm like ripping the camera and undoing the wires and poking it. And hey, you, why am I down here?
So as you start messing with the camera, things are pretty secure. And I want to be clear. Are we trying to take it apart? Are we trying to move the camera? What are we trying to do?
Yeah, at first I was just wiggling the wires, just like,
They're pretty secure.
yeah, seeing that this is all in here. And I'm like, that's fine. I get down. I see the door.
So yeah, you're in a basement. You can see stairs leading up to a door. Do you want to head that way?
So I head over there. I walk up the stairs. I look around for something. There's nothing down here. I'm like, there's nothing here.
There isn't. And at the top of the stairs is that door. And it is a heavy, like industrial vault door. It does not have any doorknobs on it. It's fully metal. It's got like riveted edges, and there's a keypad next to it. It's the kind of like door you'd see maybe like in a military base or maybe like a bank vault.
So
above the door frame, there's an LED that says 2 hours, 1 hour, 59 minutes, and the seconds are ticking down.
How long?
2 hours.
Who makes a door with no doorknob? This isn't code. You can't do this in a house. This is ridiculous. I start just punching keys on the key. Is it boop, beep, boop, boop? Nothing's happening?
After you type the fifth number each time, you get a eh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eh.
I gotta go find me a screwdriver. I go back down. I'm looking around. I guess I really don't see anything. I lift the mattress. I flip it. See if there's anything under the mattress.
I think there may be a makeshift, like maybe with some of the wires and the bed frame itself under the mattress. I think you potentially could make like a flathead screwdriver.
Okay.
You want to try that?
Rip it out. Man, they don't make box springs like they used to. Bang, like I've taken one apart before. They go bang. They like the springs go crazy. Yeah, I get it up there, and my intent, I'm gonna rip this thing off the wall if I can't get this thing open.
So you tear at this box spring and slowly start pulling the springs off of it. And you get a point and you lose control. So I need my two other voices to think for a moment what you're going to bid as I give a point. Go ahead and hit enter. All right. So you both tied at 2. So you get to bid again. It does not have to be higher than 2. It can be 2 again. It can be less or more.
Playing mind games now, Dan.
3, 2, 1, go. Poor John.
Take a while.
Poor John is just standing there with like a spring that's been shaped kind of like a flathead screwdriver, but doesn't see, his head is foggy. He's just standing there, and the blinking red light is watching him through the camera.
All right.
Let's try again, you two.
Okay.
Ready.
Oh, come on.
You both did 1.
Come on, John. Let me back in there. I know what to do.
More time.
I know, right?
One more time.
Let's do it again. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh,
Both bid 2. Keep going. Don't go too far. Type something in. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh,
right.
Z bids 3.
excellent. What a fight. What a fight for control. All right,
Okay,
so I-
you
yeah.
now have a willpower of 7. Z.
So I shake my head. Just where might I be? This is not the library that I remember. I look around and I assume like I'm hungry. Like I'm
Mhm.
starving, you said, right? It's like I'm feeling hungry. I look around. So I see the camera, I see the door, I see the mattress. Um, the mattress has been flipped, right?
Yep, the mattress was flipped over. That's how we saw the box springs.
Okay, and there's a bucket as well. I'm gonna kick the bucket over.
So urine and feces spills out over the concrete floor to join
I
the
don't know
rat
what I was
feces
expecting.
and the hair that's already there.
Mm. Anyway, okay. I would like to just have a closer look at this keypad and see if I can like maybe pry it open.
Okay. Yep. So you go up the stairs, and you're bringing this little spring contraption that you've built with you.
Oh, if it's there, if it is actually successfully built, then yeah, I will take that.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you take that with you, and you head up there, and you're looking at this keypad, and it looks like the seams are pretty tight. Maybe you put your fingers around it and kind of pull at it. There's no
Mhm.
screws or anything that gives you an indication that the panel, and as you try to scrape your fingers in there, you just it's indented.
Mhm.
There's not a place to get any type of leverage.
Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. Quick recap. I see the door. I see the keypad. There's the mattress, the spilled bucket. What else am I seeing? Like, how do the walls look? How does the floor look?
So everything is bare concrete, including the walls, and it's kind of a seamless concrete, not like a concrete brick. Um, there's stains on the walls. Some of them you might guess what they are. Some of them are old. Some of them look relatively fresh. Mostly what you think to be possibly bodily fluids. It's just a matter
Mhm.
of where they came from.
Okay. What about the ceiling?
Ceiling, concrete as well. In
Mhm.
fact, it is almost seamless how the wall transitions into the ceiling as you
Mhm.
look up. There's only a couple things that are notable when you look up to the ceiling. There does appear to be a small air vent,
Mhm.
like the size of maybe a shoebox, that's up there by the camera. The only thing that's penetrating or violating this ceiling would be that air vent that you see on the wall, and then the wire that's leading up from the camera.
Okay. Is the wire I can reach, right?
You sure can. Yeah, you can grab that stool
Okay.
that you used earlier, and you could
Oh, there's
put
a
it.
stool as well. Okay. Okay,
Yep,
good.
and you could
Yeah.
stand on that stool
Then I'm gonna
again.
take the stool, put it up to the wall, and I'm gonna just rip the cable. I'm gonna try to rip the cable out.
So you grab the cable
Yep.
and you
I'm just gonna
tug it,
pull it.
and boom, you pull it right out, and the red light goes.
Perfect. Good start. Good start. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the mattress, and I want to see if I can rip it open.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no
look for where
difficulty
there's. Oh, no
whatsoever.
difficulty whatsoever.
No,
Okay.
you find a place where it's already been kind of torn a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
You get your fingers in there and you pull it open, and it's
Yeah.
one of those really cheap foam mattresses. The
Oh,
foam
phone.
itself was
Mm,
probably white
mm,
when this mattress was bought, but at this point it's become stained, different colors of yellow and brown. You see a little bit of black mold.
okay. I'm going to, yeah, as I rip it open, I'm going to start. Um, I want to see if anything's inside. I'm just going to rip the whole thing apart, create a whole bunch of chaos in the process.
Yep. So you start just tearing it apart.
Hmm.
And I think you do find something in there. You find kind of wrapped in a bundle. Looks like maybe a torn piece of sheet was folded into like a little bit of a bundle and tied there. And
Hmm.
and um, it seems like maybe about the size of the slit you found that you used to tear this open. So it gives you a little bit of an indication maybe how it got in there.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, I will take it and I will take the string off and unfold the little piece of paper to see what's inside.
So you open up the cloth covering on it,
Hmm.
and you find three things.
Oh, it's a cloth thing, right?
Yeah, you find a plastic ID badge for the New York Times and the name and the face on this ID badge has been violently scratched out. You can't make out anything about the picture. You can't make out anything about the name on it, and the plastic itself is cracked. You also find a molar, a
A
tooth.
molar. Oh.
Yeah, a
Hmm.
human tooth.
Okay.
You also find like a small moldy spiral notebook, like ones like reporters use in the movies.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I'm excited. I'm going to put the ID card. Like, what is my clothing situation?
I think that you are in like a cheap men's warehouse suit.
Okay. Okay. So I will take the ID card. First of all, I'm going to look for my pockets. I should have done that right off the get-go, just to see if anything's in there.
Emptied.
Nothing. Okay. I'm going to put the ID card in my front pocket. I'm going to put the molar aside on the ground, and I'm going to flip through the journal to see if there's anything of relevancy inside.
So you start flipping through it slowly. The first couple pages are writings, but they're illegible, and it's not like it's it's not like it's in a language that you don't understand. It's not even letters, but it is some form of writing, and the size of the writing changes from page to page, or even within the page. Sometimes it's very tiny and small scratches. Other times it's large, very circular type shapes and stuff. Um, then you flip and you see what looks like sketches, drawings, and each one of them are drawings of dolls. Each page has a doll on it and a different type of doll, and all of them are in disrepair as you're looking at them. Some of them are missing their eyes, some of them have the hair torn out of the top of the head, some of them are missing arms or legs as you flip through it. The last page has a hand-drawn cartoon of a somewhat featureless woman. You can tell it's a woman by the shape and the way the lips are drawn. And there's a little speech bubble coming off of her head that says, "Freedom is inside everyone but you." And under the cartoon are the words, "But I am alone. But I am alone. But am I alone? But I am alone." Over and over and over. And you flip the page and it says it again and again on the cardboard backing.
Okay. I'm going to just run my fingers along the page and think about this for a moment. I'm going to take the molar that is next to me, and I'm going to throw it in my mouth, and I'm going to eat it.
So you take the molar, you
Mhm.
swallow it.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes surprisingly clean. You have no trouble swallowing it. It almost feels like you can feel it hit the bottom of your stomach as it clears your esophagus.
Excellent.
And your mind goes a little cloudy. You've lost control.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I've got two voices that want to vie for this control. You have earned a point. Let's type in a number from 0, 1, 2, or 3, or even higher if you want. Lou, you currently have 8 willpower. Dan has 10. Type in the number 3, 2, 1, go. I don't see Lou's. I see Dan's. Did you type it in, Lou? We can't hear you, Lou.
Yeah, it was the same number as Dan's.
Oh, okay.
It is not letting me do anything.
That's all right. So it was a 2 and a 2?
It was a tide, yeah.
All right, do me a favor. Just quickly refresh your browser.
Yep, I'm doing that right now.
Let's try it again. Are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, bid.
There we go.
Lou wins it with 3. Dan stays at 10 willpower. Lou goes down to 5 willpower. So you have a bit of an aftertaste in your mouth, and you to be clear, for the other voices, you're seeing this happen. You just have no control, no way to communicate to the other voices. It's not even real clear to you how many other voices are potentially here. But what you know is that you have vied and fought to now gain control of John.
Yeah. So we got to get that thing apart up there. But where's my? And I look and I find that spring thing. And
Okay.
I'm about to go back up the stairs. I go, nah, that's shoddy work. We're gonna do some good work here. And I see the camera's disconnected. That I don't remember disconnecting it. And I go up there and I use that to pry off the panel on the camera. And I was like,
Which you do.
Which I do. And I look inside and there's a control board and there's capacitors on that board. And I know that they hold charge. And I'm like, oh, yeah, my electrician buddy said, you don't put the batteries in right on one of those keypads, it shorts out. So I pry out one of the capacitors that should have a charge. And then I look in the camera and I go, I'm coming for you.
With the dead not blinking light on it. Voice, do you think we've earned a point?
I think I did. I think yes.
I do
John.
too.
I think John earned a point.
Yeah, I think so too. And
Okay.
You're standing on the stool when that fogginess kind of comes to you, and safely, almost hypnotically, you fall and step down, and you're just kind of standing there. You've got the panel of the camera in one hand. You've got this makeshift screwdriver made of bed springs in the other. I have two voices that are vying for control. Let me update your points. You have 2 points now. All right. I need your blind bids in. 3, 2, 1, bid. Dan wins it for 2. So Dan, you go down to 8.
Good old
Update
2.
your willpower. And you're standing there.
Okay, so I'm just looking around and what the hell? And I'm kind of scream like, oh, let me out. And I kind of listen if someone cares.
So you're standing under the camera, the dead camera, part of which you're holding in your hand, and you scream this out, and the echoes, and just your voice reverberates against these solid concrete walls, ceiling, and floor. But then you hear a mechanical clunk, a real sharp one. You hear the hiss of maybe a door sliding open for just a moment, and then a heavy thud.
Oh.
Then a slamming shut.
Is it downstairs? Is it
No, it's happening just outside of your sight.
Okay.
Right above maybe where the landing is, where that door is. All of that noise is coming from there. And it was shh, boom, shh.
Ooh, I'm gonna walk over next to the door and
Well, you get to
just
the
in
bottom of
case.
the steps, and there's somebody sitting at the top of the stairs.
Oh. But what do they look like?
Looks like a man, maybe in his mid to late 40s. He's in a crumpled business suit. His tie is kind of askew. His shoes are all scuffed. And there's a trickle of drool glistening on his chin.
And the door is closed behind him?
It is.
Yeah.
The timer at the top of it is still clicking by. About 4 minutes have passed.
Ooh, it's gonna be. I'm just gonna walk up towards the guy. I'm kind of pissed and you are going to let me out.
Are you saying this to the person at the top of the stair or the door?
Both.
Okay. Well, you go out there
That's-
and you say that, and as you look down, and get a good look at this person's face, you see there's a yellow post-it note, kind of a
Oh,
top, like adhesively put onto his forehead, and all it says is "Be polite."
please! And I crumble the note. I'm gonna. I don't know how heavy the guy is, but I'm gonna bring him downstairs.
Yeah, and he's not completely out, right? He's kind of just kind of like drool dripping down. His eyes are like fluttering a little bit and not opening completely. He weighs about the same as you do, so you can fireman put an arm under each shoulder and kind of scoop and just kind of doom 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 doom. His shoes are hitting the steps as you're dragging him down, and you're now at the bottom of the basement with him.
Well, there's not much of a bed left. I'm gonna lay him on the floor and I'm gonna search like his pockets if he has anything.
You search in his back pockets. Feels like maybe he works out, but there's nothing in the pockets themselves. You go into the jacket, and you actually find a cell phone.
Oh, and is it? Is there power in it, or?
So you hold down the power button, and then you get the little plug symbol.
Yeah. I still have my shoes.
You do have your shoes.
I'm gonna throw the cell on the floor and stomp on it and yell, "Let me out!"
You throw that cell phone down, and you don't need to step on it, because as soon as it hits that concrete that's stained with urine and rat feces, it just shatters and into multiple pieces go flying. Some of them end up in the bucket. Some of them are sliding across the floor near where the stool is. And you go foggy. You scored a point. We are currently 1 point, two players tied at 1. Another one with 5 willpower left has 2 points. I need my 2 other voices to put in their bid.
You can bid 0, right?
You sure can bid 0. 3, 2, 1, bid. Lou bids 0. Z bids 2. That brings Z down to 5.
Mm-hmm.
And you looking down, and you can see our new friend and just the shattered cell phone that you just broke.
Well, I don't know that I broke it, right?
You're John. John broke it.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
Okay, I was not sure if we also see what our other version of
do.
us did. This is. Why do we? Okay. I'm going to the guy. I'm just going to kneel in front of him. I'm going to slap him. It's like, hey, are you there? Just see if I can get a reaction from him. Wake him up.
He's groggy, and he comes up and he goes, "Just stop hitting me." Oh,
Where are we?
He's looking around. He goes, I have no goddamn idea. Who are you?
Well, you can call me Jonathan, but I don't know how I got in here as well. We're prisoners. What do you last remember?
God damn, it smells in here. I was getting in my car, I think. And he goes like this, and he starts itching the back of his neck, and he's doing this, and as you kind of lean over, you can see the redness of where he also was pricked in the back of his neck. What you remember happening to you at the parking deck after work.
Yeah, we got drugged and brought here. I don't know, but I'm going to need your help. This is very important. We're going to need to get out of here. You see this timer up there? I don't know what it means, but I don't like it. It's an hour and 55 minutes. I don't want to know what happens in an hour and 55 minutes.
How long have you been down here?
I have no idea. I'm very hungry.
Uh,
Very hungry.
It's like shit. I had a cell phone. I don't have my wallet. I
Um,
don't have anything. Fuck. Did you have anything in your pockets?
I'm going to feel through my pockets, but there's just I pull out the ID card that I put in my front pocket. It's just like I found this in the mattress.
Do you work at the New York Times?
I don't remember. I don't know. Do you work at the New York Times?
So he pulls from inside his jacket an ID badge
Mhm.
that says the New York Post, Randall Smith, and it's his picture on it.
Doesn't ring a bell, I assume.
No, no, and that's when you kind of realize, like, what do I do?
Yeah.
It seems foggy in your head. You can't quite piece together life before here.
Well, maybe I'm a reporter too, for all I know. It's just everything's foggy. Maybe the drugs just messed with me. I don't know. However, I'm going to need your help. And I point up to the ceiling where there's this little vent. You see this?
Yeah.
Okay. I tried the door. There's no combination that comes to mind to open it with this keypad. You also have this note on your forehead that says "Be polite." I don't know if that rings a bell.
No. He kind of like feels his forehead where it used to be, and he can feel like the stickiness.
I figured. Well, I'm going to follow this. And would you mind helping me reach this vent? I'm going to need you to
I don't.
give me a lift.
How do I know to trust you? Like, for all I know, you put me down here.
Okay. I know you're a little bit drugged. I do understand that. I'm a little dizzy too. But do I look like I like spending time here? Do I look I'm just impressed. Look at here. There's a mark on my neck too. And I point at the neck where I remember there being a mark.
I think I need a check. I
Okay.
need a check if you're going to convince him. Now, the way checks work is you're going to roll a d6. You have
Mhm.
2 skills. I don't believe either of them apply
No,
here. If
they do
one
not.
of them did, need a 3 or better to succeed. You're rolling without using a skill. That means you're going to need a 6.
Okay. I'm going to roll. Let's see.
Now,
4.
you have an option.
Mhm.
You can spend 2 willpower to make that a 6.
No. Absolutely the fuck not. I'm just gonna take him by the scruff and just slap him. It's like, listen here, if you don't help me, we're
And then
probably both gonna.
Your head starts getting cloudy, and you're holding him, and you just got done slapping him.
Okay.
Because when you fail a check, you lose control. I need
Ah.
to have another set of bids. Put your bids in. 3, 2, 1, bid.
Oh.
You both bid 1. Let's do it again. 3, 2, 1, bid. You both bid 1. Let's do it again. 3, 2, 1, bid. Lou bids 0. Dan, you gain control with 2. All right, let's drop your willpower down real quick to 6. You're holding him by his shirt, and you just got done slapping him, and he pushes you away. He's like, what the hell?
You listen to me. You're gonna do what I tell you, or it's not going to end well. It's already bad, but it's gonna be much worse.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
Do you know how to disassemble a keypad?
No.
Do you have any useful skill?
I think so. Hey, man, how long have you been down here?
I don't know. Too long.
I think it's definitely been too long. Maybe you should sit down.
I'm not seeing you helping.
All right, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Are you there,
Maybe
man?
can we break it? Break the door?
With what?
I'm gonna go back near the door and see if do we see the what's it called? The joints? The hinges?
No, so there's no hinges that you can see. It is just a sheer door with these welded rivets all the way around it. Any mechanisms that open this appear to be on the other side of this door.
Well,
Hey, do you know the code? He yells from down below.
I'm gonna try. There's 9 numbers and a 0, or
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try 1111 2222 3333 4. And after I'm at 0, I'm gonna say I'm all out of ideas.
Each one of them was going after you type in the 5th number.
Well, last time I screamed real loud and they put you in here. So maybe if we scream together, it's gonna work. They're gonna have to open the door again.
Hey man, is it okay if I have this little bit of water that's left? He's kind of pointing to your water bottle that was by the bed.
No, we need to save that for later.
Dude,
You just got here, man. I've been here for God knows how long.
my mouth is really dry. All right, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
We're gonna scream, "Let us out, please!" and see if it works.
Okay. I'm going to need a check to see if we can convince our friend Randall to scream in hopes that the door will open. I'm looking at your skills. One of them's close, but I don't think it's close enough, Dan. So I think our voice is going to need a 6 on this one. As you're trying to talk poor Randall into screaming. Now, if you want to spend a willpower, that'll become a 6.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
That's
going to
just
drop
one.
you down. Drop you down even with everybody. You are now at 5. So as a quick
fast.
recap, everybody has 5 willpower. And the points is Dan and Z, you both have a point, and Lou has 2. Dan, you still maintain control. He goes, all right, what do you want me to scream?
Let us out, please.
Like on 3, like 1, 2, 3 scream, or we scream on 3, or is it 1, 2, 3 go scream? What?
It's scream at will.
He starts yelling.
Let us out, please.
Like he's almost competing with you now, trying to be louder than you.
Well, I'm standing near the door, so we're not gonna waste this opportunity.
So apparently the screaming vending machine is closed, so the door does not open.
Well, do I hear something from upstairs, or?
Every once in a while you think you can hear like a thumping, maybe something behind the door. It's not really clear, and it's really hard to get a directional sense of things in this concrete basement. Dude, where have you been sleeping? Like someone tore up this mattress? Like have you been sleeping on this floor?
Probably. I don't know what happened. Some asshole tore it down.
And like, is that camera even working?
Do you see a red light?
No, man. Jesus.
We need another idea.
I don't know. Was there any like clues or anything that they gave you?
You think we're in a movie?
I don't know. Did you find anything down here other than this? Oh God, this. Ugh.
I'm gonna stomp back down the stairs and point at the notebook, and I bend down and start flipping.
So this is your second time going through the notebook. Nothing has changed.
I'm looking for numbers.
There isn't numbers. There's the illegible writing at the beginning, the drawings of dolls that are taken apart at different areas, like missing different things. And then there's that cartoon at the end that shows a woman's face very crudely drawn with a speech bubble that says freedom is inside everyone but you. And then the words, but I am alone, but I am alone, but I am alone, just written over and over again all the way down. Dude, here, let me have that. And he takes it and he goes, my God, did you write all this stuff?
No. It was here when I got here.
And he kind of shows you a picture of one of the dolls that's missing its eyes. And he's like, it's kind of messed up, man.
Yeah, I know.
And he flips it and he flips it and he gets to the last page. He goes, the hell does that mean? Freedom is inside everyone but you.
Oh, I look at the guy and I take off your clothes.
Hey man, haven't been down here that long.
I'm gonna strip search you. He probably put the key in you. I mean,
yeah.
You see how fucked up, how messed up this is? Do you have a better idea?
It's definitely messed up, man, but my clothes are staying on.
I mean, what do you have to lose?
Well, I don't know, but I am not taking my clothes off for you.
It's gonna be hard to strip search you if you don't strip.
So he's just slowly backing away from you as you're saying this, and he goes, I agree that it's hard to strip search me with my clothes on. So maybe we don't strip search me, man.
Well, do you have something in your pockets?
No, I told you. I my wallet's gone, my cell phone's gone. No, I don't have anything.
He has a shirt? Or...
Yep, he's got a button-down shirt.
Okay, just take off your shirt.
Man, I'm not taking my clothes off. I don't know how else to say that to you.
Well, how do you? What do you think this clue means? Freedom is with everyone but you. I got here first, so it's but you, me. So it's it's gonna be you.
Man, and he's now you can see him looking around like somehow he's gonna magically find a place to escape. He's like, look, dude, I'm real sorry, man. I'm real sorry, that we're down here. And I'll work with you. I'll work with you, but I don't know how else to explain to you that I'm not taking my clothes off.
Just your shirt. Let's start with our shirts. I take off my shirt and start seeing if there are numbers written or anything.
So you take off your shirt and you do a 360, asking him, is there any numbers written on me? And he goes, oh, wait a minute. I know what you mean. No. Can you just stand back a little bit more? Like
Sure.
a little bit more? Okay. He goes, I'm just going to lift up my shirt. I'm not taking it off. Okay. And he lifts up his shirt. He rotates around. And the back left of his, just to the right of his spine, you see a stitched incision.
Oh,
Do you see any numbers?
there's something they stitched you up on near the
What?
spine.
They did what? And he reaches
Can
back
you
there and
feel
goes,
it?
what the hell?
So you see, I was right. You have to trust me. We're gonna have to open this up and see what's inside.
All right. I think we do need a check here.
We need something.
I don't think any of these skills apply. I think we're going to have to do just a straight check again. This might be a good check to make though. Let's say that. Kind of looking over your situation here. So let's go ahead and roll it. You need a 6. Got a 3. Do you want to spend 3 of your remaining 5?
No.
Okay. So as he's like backing away from you and you're like, we got to open that. So you start to touch your forehead and you're feeling real groggy. Enter your bids. 3, 2. Let's take a 10-minute break. So he's got his back to you. You can see the scar. He just realized, not scar, like just a recently sewn wound that's still kind of red around the edges of this stitched up area. We've got our bids in. 3, 2, 1, enter. Oh, Lou goes to 3. That changes Lou's willpower to 2. I don't understand what do you mean go into there?
Sorry, man. Sorry, it's been a long day. Didn't mean to creep you out. I think I was just having hot flashes. I put my shirt back on.
Yeah, and he's kind of pushing his shirt back down again and kind of tucking his pants
I
in.
didn't really. That's not normal. That's usually not us.
Us? What?
You know, just us, the singular us.
Okay.
You know, it's the English language.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't think it was a dumb idea, like to look for numbers and stuff, but man, like, and this thing freaking itches. And he starts scratching at it.
Yeah, well,
Do you
how did that happen?
You don't have one though. Why is that?
How did it? Well, I mean, we just got here, I think. So why would I have a weird
Like, I don't think I
incision
had
that was
this.
sewed back up on the back of my body? I don't know. That just seems weird.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it's definitely weird. But anyway, back to you. You said you
Back
had some
to-
ideas.
There was like this little battery looking thing. Like, did you see that on the floor anywhere? There was something.
And he starts looking around on the floor. He goes, picks up like one of the plastic protective cases. He goes, dude, this was my phone.
I didn't even know you had a phone.
Yeah.
You can't get reception in here anyway.
No, but like, see the sticker on the back, the Yu-Gi-Oh sticker. This used to be my phone.
Oh, look, there's another piece of it right over there. As he bends down, I kick him as hard as I can in the teeth. As hard as I can.
Okay.
Just whap! He's not even looking.
Okay. I don't think, Lou, either of your skills are appropriate here. But we definitely need a check to see how successful you kick him in the teeth.
All right.
So I need a 6. You don't even have enough willpower to boost that. You go, Foggy. Your foot goes flying past his ear.
Backfire.
He feels the wind of your foot by his ear. I need 2 people to enter their bids, please. 3,
Oh, well.
2, 1, bid. You both tied at 1. 3, 2, 1, bid. Still tied at 1. 3, 2, 1, bid. Okay, someone's going to have to change. 3, 2, 1, bid. Not going to keep working. 3,
Yeah, that's a little worse.
2, 1, bid. All right, there.
Said, let me back in here. I'll kick him this time.
Okay, so it's going to go
Okay.
back to you, Dan. That's going to drop you down to 4 willpower.
Whew.
You're standing there, and you go to kick him in the head, and it's not that he like dodged away from you. He wasn't even looking. You're just your foot you misjudged the distance. I don't think that when you were kicking you were much of a fighter.
Now you're talking, and I punch him. I want to knock him out.
Okay. All right. You have the skill boxing.
Yeah.
So I think that definitely fits here. Let's see. You need a 3 or better. So
Woo!
you deck him, and he goes down to the ground, and he's laying, and he's covered in just liquid, right? And he's kind of lifts himself up a little bit, like the side of his face kind of like peels off of the concrete floor. And he goes, "Jesus, man, what
I punch
the
him
hell?"
again.
Hit him again.
I love it. I love it.
I wanna knock him out.
Okay. All right. So yeah, let's. I need another 3+.
You had your chance.
There it is.
You hit him again, and you just deck him. And this time, because this time he's down, and your fist hits him in the chin, and his head hits the concrete floor, and we start seeing blood kind of spreading from under his head. He does not get up, and you go foggy. That's 3 points.
Oh.
That puts you at 4. Points right now are 1 for Z, 2 for Lou. Dan has 4. We've got 2 willpower for Lou, 5 for Z, and 4 for Dan. Put in your bids. 3, 2, 1. Bid. Tied at 1. 3, 2, 1. Bid. Still tied at 1. 3, 2, 1. Bid. Still tied at 1.
Man.
3, 2, 1. Bid. Still tied at 1.
Dude,
Can't keep
this
this
is
going. 3, 2, 1. Bid. Z for 2. So Z, you're standing over him. You have knocked him out, and
Oh no.
blood is spreading from under his head. You've got 3 willpower.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna see if he has a pulse.
He does.
Oh Lord. Okay. I'm gonna go to the water bottle. I'm gonna have a sniff at it because I'm just kind of curious about that. Just
Nothing. Smells like
Okay.
water.
okay. Well, I'm going to take the opportunity then to roll him over, pull up like his shirt on his back a bit to reveal the incision. And well, I would just carefully pull the thread apart.
So you do. By no means are you a doctor, but as you're undoing the stitches, it reopens and starts to bleed, which tells you that not a whole lot of healing has occurred.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick my fingers in there and just start poking around in there.
So you take your index finger and you start scooping at it, like you're an ice cream scooper in a bucket of ice cream, just fishing around.
You did not have to ruin ice cream for me. That was okay.
And your finger feels something, not soft and squishy. You pinch it and pull it out, and it's a bloodied, folded piece of paper.
I'm going to carefully unfold it.
You do. You carefully unfold it and see a 5-digit number.
Excellent. I'm gonna just carefully like pull together some of the mattress, and I'm gonna like rotate our friend around to like lay his head kind of like slightly elevated on there, and just
And you can see where part of his skull has cracked, and well, that's not true. You can see where he's cut on his head. You don't get a sense of whether the skull is cracked, and heads bleed a lot, so it's really tough to just tell, how bad this really is.
okay. Once I've done that, I'm going to take the bottle, put it in my pocket, and I'm going to go up the stairs and enter the 5-digit number.
So you have the left hand, you've got the number,
Yeah.
and it's stained like the. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would also like to take the notebook and just put it like in the back pocket, so I have that as well.
The stained piece of paper in your left hand, right hand types in 1, 2, each of the 5 numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear a ka-kunk, and then and it slowly starts to slide open. As it groans open, you get this warm wave of perfumed air. It's like a sweet perfume, like almost like overripe fruit, just assaults your face as soon as the door slides a crack. A little bit of, you smell lavender, you smell what maybe cooked meat. It's really hard to tell, but it's just this really stark contrast to that rotten stench that you've been in for who knows how long. The door opens fully, and it looks like a living room.
Living room, just like couch, TV.
Yeah, there's you look at it and there's a couch, there's no TV, there's doilies all over the
Oh.
place, like the table, like the little side tables have doily tablecloths, and there's a stack of doilies on the coffee table in front of the couch. There's a floral wallpaper on the wall, and it's kind of peeling in the corners a little bit. I think the thing that stands out the most maybe is the shelves. Instead of like books on the shelves on either side of the couch, there are all these different types of porcelain statues of cats.
Okay. I'm going to carefully, very slowly go a little bit in a crouch and just start. Like, what do I see an entrance? Do I see like a door?
Yeah,
Out of
there's definitely there's a hallway that's like straight
Mhm.
across on the room, and as you kind of step into it, you can see to your right what is likely a kitchen. It's a little hard to really make out whether that's a kitchen or not because she's standing right there.
She is standing right there.
Yeah, she's tall, almost towering tall, and she's not moving. Her limbs look like long, almost like not right. Like maybe they bend slightly at the joints in a way that they're not supposed to. She looks like she like has forgotten how to stand. She's kind of shifting a little bit.
So she's
Um,
moving.
Her skin, she's like yeah. And her skin is like it's a mess of stitching. Patches of pale skin, freckled skin, dark skin, sunburned skin, tattooed skin, all held together with neat black threading. One of her eyes is kind of cloudy. The other one is alive and staring directly at you. And she doesn't blink, but she reaches into this apron she's wearing and pulls out this huge crocheting needle that seems to have human hair coming off of it that's feeding out of that. And she just starts walking towards you as she tilts her head.
Oh God. Okay. Anywhere but there, I would like to run.
Okay.
Ideally, like directly away from her.
Now you can head down that hallway.
Yeah, I'm gonna start running like that hallway as fast as my legs carry me.
Yeah, you run down the hallway, and there's a series of doors on the left and on the right. You kind of look back real quick, and she's just slowly continuing to walk towards you. She's now silhouetted by the open door of this basement.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go down the hallway. What do I see? I see more doors.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
looking
they're
for like an
closed.
exit out of here.
Kind of dead ends. There's just a
Okay.
kind of you found one door on the right, one on the left. I'm sorry,
Okay.
two on the left.
Okay. I'm gonna just kick open the door on the right and or push it open, whatever I can.
Yeah, you throw open that door. You can see old metal bunk beds, a rotten rug, a box of broken toys. That's kind of scattered over the place. There's a poster on the wall for like Milli Vanilli, even though it's modern times. And this is obviously a bedroom.
Is there a window to the outside?
There is a window to the outside. You can hear her footsteps getting closer.
Well, I'm going to throw the door closed and push a bed in front of it. Just
Okay.
so she can't just easily open it. I assume, is the window openable? Like, can I pull it open? Or
Sure can.
I would very much like to do that.
And you do.
Is it daytime outside?
Yes, there's light flooding in.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
all you see is just barren desert. You see a rusted clothesline with no clothes on it, but you're only seeing obviously part of the side of the house.
Okay.
But no
I
sign
would
of
like.
a road or other
Mhm.
buildings.
Okay, I would like to get out of the window and start running along the side of the house, let's say to the right. And I just would like to run alongside of it to see on the other sides of the house. Is there a car? Is there anything that catches my eye other
So
than, let's say, the
you're
windows?
you're coming around, and the house is in sad disrepair. Parts of the siding is falling off. The window to what was obviously the other room on the left, the one you didn't kick out, is broken, and it looks like there's a really moldy, gross bathroom in there. As you walk by it, you turn the corner, and you can see kind of a front porch that's listed and let itself fall, caddy corner, as one of the supports, so the door isn't flush with the porch anymore. And there's this old style, like early 60s pickup truck parked out front.
I'm going to try to run to this pickup truck, see if the door's open.
It does.
Okay. The visor, like open the visor, see if there's a key. Okay. I'm going to try to hotwire this car.
Interesting. So you're going to try to get under it and see if you can hotwire.
Yeah, I'm gonna like pull up like the panel and see where
Yep.
the connection is.
So this will definitely take a roll, but I think one of your skills applies here. You've gotten mechanical repairs, and I think that definitely fits here. So I need a 3+.
Pretty please. Need to get out of here.
You want to spend
Sad
a
one.
willpower to make
Yes,
this succeed?
absolutely. Yeah. I'm gonna spend a willpower point to hotwire this car.
All right. So you do just that. You go down to 2 willpower, and the gas gauge goes up to just under halfway.
Okay, good. I'm going to start driving.
You hop in the truck, you look in the rear view mirror, you see her stepping down onto this
Mhm.
broken porch and just slowly walking
Mhm.
as you take off.
Well, not
Driving.
very far away. I want to take off a little bit and just see if she keeps following me.
She just keeps slowly walking in your direction.
Perfect. Let's drive a little bit ahead, and then once she's like, I don't know, 200 feet from the house, I would like to turn the car around, and I would like to floor it right into the old stitched up lady.
Interesting. You hit the gas and you start driving towards her. And I don't know if you're expecting her to move out of the way, but she just is unblinkingly just continues walking towards you. And as you're getting closer, you're seeing just this one eye that's wide open and doesn't seem to blink, and the cloudy other eye on her left side of her face. I don't think I need a roll. I think you're just going to hit her. And you do. You plow into her. Her body rolls over the windshield, and you hear it thud into the back of the pickup truck.
Oh, in the back of the pickup truck. Oh no. Okay. I'm I don't like that. I was hoping she would not land in the back of the pickup truck. Well, I'm gonna get out of the pickup truck and stand away a little bit to see if she's moving.
She's not.
Okay.
You can see like one of her right arm is kind of hanging over the edge. You can't see the rest of her. You just kind of see that her arm got kind of caught on the edge of the pickup truck. And
I'm gonna very slowly walk towards the truck, very carefully. Just watch the arm, and once I reach the arm, I'm gonna bite it. Just gonna take a bite the arm.
Get to her arm, and you can see some of the stitching that's stitching her skin together is kind of gone apart a little bit. And you go up and you go, and you just bite into her arm, and the flesh is dry in your mouth. You're biting hard enough to cause her to bleed, but you're not feeling any of the wetness that you expected as you kind of pierce the skin with your teeth. as you go foggy. That's 2 points for you.
Do I happen to score points?
Do you what?
To score points on Z's action?
You do not. You have to be
Okay.
in control to score points.
Okay.
Do you though? I
Oh,
think I
I
was
don't think
reading
you
you do
do.
not.
Oh,
you
that's
do.
interesting.
That's why we keep
Oh,
it
hold
secret.
on a second. Okay.
That's why.
All right. I believe the both of you. So let me take a look.
Yes. I remember looking that up specifically.
Yeah, I
because
think you do score. I
I'm
think
pretty
you
sure
score.
I do.
I think you get 3 points.
Interesting.
I think you get
3
3
points.
Yes. Yes, I
Thank
think
you.
do.
Thank you, John. Thank
That
you.
puts you at 5 points. It is now between you and Dan for control. Thanks
Oh,
you
yeah.
for noticing that. I did not realize
Oof.
that. As soon as you said it, I
That-
remembered it.
That was worth mentioning.
But.
I was like, I hope I get some points for this. All right.
It's close. We're at 3, 4, 5. I need some bids. We've got a 2 willpower versus 4 willpower. Put in your bid.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. That is yours, Dan, for 2. That takes you down to 2 points. So, Dan, you can feel the skin in your mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the only water we have left,
Just a
and
little
I'm
bit.
gonna thoroughly wash my mouth and spit it out.
Yep.
Does that count?
Does that count for you?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
I think I know where you're headed, but I don't think you're there yet.
Okay.
Truck is still running.
Yeah.
She's in the
I'm
back.
gonna-
You're about maybe 30 yards away from the house.
I'm gonna like go in the behind the truck and check her out, throw her out. I'm
It's-
being a little bit careful because she's weird.
Is that what you're doing?
You know.
So you grab her ankles and you pull. She could be 7 foot tall, and you drag her body out of the back of her truck. I don't know, yours now, and her body slams into the hard sand of the ground as you drag her out. She does not seem to move or anything, and you hear a voice. Hey man, don't go alone. And you look over and you can see Randall. He's kind of holding his one arm is on his back and the other one is like on his head, and there's just his hand is covered in blood, and he's just kind of swaying and standing at the door frame. Just I'll come to you.
I'm sorry, man. You panicked and I had to. But we're out now.
I don't care, dude. Let's get in the truck and figure out where the hell we are, and let's go back to the city.
Sure.
Wait, like he looks around, he goes, this can't even be New York. Where the hell are we?
New Jersey?
He looks and he goes, yeah, sure, New Jersey. And he's slowly walking towards you.
Is there like tracks or maybe a hint of a path or something?
There's kind of indented like a road. It's not really paved. But it just seems to just go straight towards the horizon from the house as he continues to walk closer.
I think we should go back to the house first and see what we can take from there. We might be a long way away.
He's holding his head. He goes, man, but like, what if, like, did you look through the whole house? Like, what if she's got like, what if like she has a boyfriend or girlfriend or something in there? We don't know she lives alone.
But there's two of us now.
Yeah, I'm not feeling great. I gotta be honest with you. Not feeling real good right now.
I wasn't gonna say it, but I'm an undercover cop, and I've got this kind of training. You have to trust me.
Okay.
Trust me,
I'm
Randall.
gonna
Can
need a
you
roll
do
here.
that?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a roll here. I think you get to use your second skill though, which is bluffing. So I need a 3 or better.
Let's go.
Exactly right. And he goes, undercover cop? Can you
Yeah,
show
sorry,
me your
man.
can you show me your badge? And
Oh,
then
I
you
was tripped.
go
Like
foggy.
you. Oh.
You go foggy. That is 2 points.
Mm.
That puts you at 6. We've got 6 points for Dan, 5 points for Lou, 3 points for Z. Z has 2 willpower. Lou has 2 willpower. Dan has 2 willpower.
Wow, what
Put
a
in your
finally.
3, 2, 1, bid. Lou goes down to 1 willpower. Can you show me your badge or something, man?
Badge? Oh, don't worry about it. They took my badge.
Were you like investigating this? Like what the hell's going on?
No,
I don't feel good.
It's sometimes I don't even know what I say. I don't even know what's going on. So let's.
Yeah, I'm kind of dizzy.
Yeah, let's get back. Let's get back in the truck.
Okay.
Where's
You're gonna help him into the truck?
Where's the lady thing?
Maybe like 5 feet away from the back of the truck.
Okay. Can you help me lift her into the back? And I go over and like start grabbing a foot.
He kind of looks at you and he goes, I'm gonna sit down. And he sits down next to the truck. And he's kind of like,
so you're not gonna help me, is what you're saying?
oh man, no, no, I think I'm just gonna rest for a second. And he lays down on the ground.
I start grabbing her long, dusty, sewed up legs and like trying to drag her back up into the back of the pickup truck. I can do it, right? I guess. But
Yeah, we don't need a roll here.
Yeah.
She's not that heavy. She's just long.
Yeah, that's fine. So I put in there, I close the back of the pickup truck. I look at the other dude. I'm like, I'll be right back.
His eyes are already closed.
Awesome. So I rip off this stupid jacket I'm wearing. I mean, what kind of a dude wears like a suit like this? And I rip off one of the sleeves.
Okay.
And I walk over to the gas tank and I shove the sleeve in the gas tank.
Okay.
All right. And then I go back and I look in the glove compartment and I'm looking for like matches or lighter or anything in the glove compartment.
There's a Zippo lighter in there.
I hope there was. I stick it in my pocket of the jacket, probably the only good part about this jacket. And then I get back in the truck.
Okay.
And I slowly drive the truck back towards the house.
Okay.
And I am looking in the rearview mirror, looking at my buddy on the ground, making sure she's not moving in the back.
She's not moving. Randall's not moving.
Yep. And then I stop about 50 yards from the house.
Okay.
And we're in the desert. I'm sure there's a rock on the ground.
Sure.
I start picking up rocks and I feel how heavy they are. And I find the right one.
Okay.
I put it on the driver's seat.
Okay.
And I walk around to the back of the truck to where the piece of my jacket was, and hopefully it wicked up a little bit of gasoline. I could see the fumes coming out.
Yeah,
in the
I'm sure
desert.
it has at this point. This truck's old
And-
enough; it doesn't have the same kind of safety valves on it. So yeah.
Yeah, oh, definitely not. And I look around, and I take out the Zippo, and I light it, and I light the jacket sleeve on fire.
Okay.
I walk back around to the driver's side. I put it in neutral. I put the rock on the accelerator, and as it revs up, I look at her in the back. I give her the finger,
Okay.
and I shift it in drive and watch the truck go towards the house.
So is the goal then to have the truck hit the house, time it such that it doesn't blow up before then? It's going to blow up when
Yes.
it hits the truck. I'm going to need a roll for all of this.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm going to need a roll. Oh boy, I think your first skill plumbing might fit. I'm going to give you a plumbing.
Sorry.
With the no. Actually, I don't think I don't.
I don't care if you do or not.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
going to
think I
roll.
can.
I don't. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, no, I'm going to need a 6 here. Lou.
Wait, why is it 2? Why did it do 2? Sorry, hold on.
That's all right.
Clear this out.
I do. I'll get it for you later. Okay. Do you need to refresh?
Yeah, I got to refresh because it was just.
Definitely
I
exciting.
guess if I talk that long, it doesn't want to.
I guess so.
Maybe he's trying to tell me not to do it. Yes,
You
that's
pop
been this game.
You pop that thing into drive, and it starts to drive, and the front axle gives, and the front of the truck, by the shock of being flipped into from with a gas going, flipped from neutral to drive, the front of the truck just drives itself into the sand as the back wheels start spinning sand up, and you go cloudy.
I can't wait to see who wakes up in this. Oh,
3, 2, 1, bid. Tied at 1.
We can roll if we keep tying. Like roll a d6 and see who rolls higher.
Yeah, I'm not quite there yet, but yeah,
All
we
right.
might have to. Let's see here because you both have 2 willpower.
Mm.
3, 2, 1, bid. All right, and you are down to 1 willpower. You look, and you're get the tire is spinning sand at your feet, and you might have. It's hard to tell. Maybe a couple seconds before this thing blows up, and you are way too close to it.
I'm gonna run away in slow motion.
Okay. And boom! Just the bed of the truck flips over onto its side. It's just the whole thing explodes. Nowhere near close to the house the way you wanted, and just there's a fire now in front of the house. Just a pyre of what used to be this truck, and you can only assume the woman is in there burning as well.
What the? And I slap myself. I'm gonna go check on Randall.
You walk over to Randall. He's not moving.
I'm gonna check his pulse. I'm gonna grab him and bring him back into the house, or
Okay.
outside the house, and see if I can find a tarp or something to put on him.
Sure. Yeah, I think you maybe find you have to pull it out from the ground a little bit. It looks like a bedding that maybe at some point somebody was using for gardening, and you pull the tarp out from under it on the ground and you lay him on it.
Oof. Was there a garage or something?
No, this looks
No?
like maybe a 2 or 3 bedroom home. It's small, old, like made in the 30s, old.
Is there a shovel outside or something?
Sure.
I'm gonna grab a shovel just in case. I'm gonna start going back. she came out from the front.
She did. Same place Randall came from.
Okay, so the door is still open.
Yeah, and you can
Ah.
see that it goes into some, like, it looks like to be a kitchen.
I'm gonna go check in the kitchen, see if the water is running or.
Yeah, you go into the kitchen. It's got kind of that dull olive appliances, those dull green appliances. The counter is this a Formica, and it's cracked in several different places. There's water dripping out of the faucet itself. A black phone on the wall.
I'm gonna take some water. Gonna make it run a bit. See
Yep,
if
comes out. It comes out really like cloudy at first, but you let it run for a little bit and it goes clear.
I'm gonna look for a glass and just check it a bit.
You find glasses. You don't find any that aren't like discolored.
Disgusting. Yeah, I'm gonna go under
Okay.
the.
Put your head under there and you drink it.
I'm gonna drink a bit just to, because, I mean, it's been a long day.
Yep.
Is there something in the fridge? I'm
You open
afraid
up-
what's in the fridge.
You open up the fridge and it is stacked tall and wide with identically sandwich sized Tupperware.
Almost afraid too, but I'm gonna open one.
It has a piece of cloth in it. Oh, nope, that's not cloth.
Yeah.
That's skin. That's somebody's skin.
So I'm gonna just rummage through the kitchen looking for, I don't know, canned food, or she had to eat something
Yeah, you'd think,
besides
right?
people.
You'd think, but there's no sign of food anywhere. There's some rudimentary appliances. They may or may not work. It's hard to tell. Even the plugs on the appliances are that round plugs, and in the wall you can see those round old 1930s, 1940s electrical outlets. And like I said, the only thing really noticeable is the black phone that's attached to the wall.
I don't know. I'm gonna go through the rooms, and I'm looking for a radio, TV.
So you start going through the
I don't know.
rooms, looking for any electronics, anything along those lines, and you go searching through it. There's cat posters and cat sculptures everywhere. You go into what you assume is her bedroom. You can see all kinds of yarn and crocheting. You find a jar of really long black human hair by the bed. You go back into the living room and your head starts to get cloudy. You're really, really tired. And I think you fall asleep. I think this is a situation when John is distracted and bored and he falls asleep. I've got 1 willpower for Lou, 2 for Z. Put in your bids. 3, 2, 1, bid. Tied at 1. 3, 2, 1, bid. Still tied at 1. 3, 2, 1, bid. Tied at 0. Now it's going to be a roll off. Whoever wins this roll is going to spend 1 to take control. So both of you roll a d6 for me. That is a 3 from Lou.
Oh yeah.
From, see, let's do it again. That's a 1 from Lou and a 4 from Z. Z, you lose 1
All right.
willpower.
Yes. And I'm coming back too. Oh no, not the car. Not the car. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the phone. I'm gonna pull it off the wall and I'm gonna see if I get a signal.
You do. You get a
Okay.
dial tone. And
I'm gonna call 911. See if I get anything.
911, what's your emergency?
Okay, this is gonna. There's a fire at my address, and I need the fire department here. I don't know where I am. I
What do
was
you mean-
kidnapped.
Hold on. Let's go through this slowly.
Mm.
There's a fire. Are you in danger?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to is the house on fire?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to get out of the house. Is this a cell phone?
No. It's a landline.
Okay. Set the receiver down and get out of the house that you're safe. We're going to trace this call and we're going to send the police out there.
Okay.
And
Alright,
as you're stepping away from the phone, you do just happen to catch her go, Jesus, that's 20 minutes away.
That's really reassuring. That's what you want to hear. Okay. I am going to go through the house and I'm going to look specifically for any electronics monitor. I'm specifically looking for any surveillance equipment.
How about a radio? I think there's and like a portable radio, like a boom box from the late 80s. And that's in the kids' room.
Okay. Well, all right. So we have the basement. We have the cables from the security camera.
Yeah.
I'm like, want to guess where those cables might go, and I'm looking where they might end up.
So you kind of reorient yourself a little bit, thinking about, okay, if and I think you might need to go back downstairs and kind
Sure.
of relay
Yeah.
yourself, right? And
Yeah.
kind of go, okay, look up, and then you go back up the stairs, and you realize that has to be above. That has to be her room. And as you kind of follow it to that corner, the corner where the camera was, that's her closet.
Mhm.
You open the closet.
Yes.
Yeah. No clothes. But you kind of push at the back of the closet because
If there's nothing in there, I'm gonna feel around.
yeah, you push on the back of the closet and then you quickly realize that like it's a fiber board. And you pull it out and there's a VHS player, a monitor that's blank, and there might be 30 tapes just stacked on this small table hidden in this little secret compartment behind the closet.
Okay. I'm going to 30 tapes. It's just a bunch of tapes.
VHS tapes. And the one that's in there, it's recording.
Yeah.
The monitor is black.
Okay. Well, I would like to stop the tape, roll back, and just see, like, at the beginning, watch what's going on. I mean,
Yeah, so you roll back a series of you waking up, falling back asleep. You can see you're not well. You don't stay awake for very long. You then see her dragging you down the steps and laying you on the bed. And she pulls out one of those soft roll tapes, the yellow tapes that seamstresses use. And she's taking your measurements before she rolls it back up and walks back upstairs.
don't like that. Okay. I think I'm going to just leave this open and I'm going to walk out of the house and I'm just going to start walking like just along the path, just seeing the fire.
Pretty
and the
quickly,
fire.
you see the dust coming up down the road, and there is a single fire truck and it looks like a cop car.
Mhm.
But all lights are on. The cop car is not one of those ones that have the modern lights on top of it. It's got kind of the rack lights and just spinning. And they get to you, and the fire truck keeps going, but the cop stops, and he goes, up. Are you the one that called?
Yes, I need help. I'm not well. There's a fire. There's a dead person. I've been abducted. And I just like start fumbling towards him.
He goes, okay. All right, are you armed?
Do I look? I have like ripped the sleeve off. It's just like, no, I'm not armed.
Okay. All right. You don't look well. I didn't even think anybody lived out here anymore. Here, and he opens up the back of the cruiser, and he goes, "Here, yes, you can sit down here if you want."
Okay, I'm gonna sit down.
Okay. You sit down there, and he's kind of standing next to you, and he goes, like, start from the beginning. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
I will try to relay as best as I can. And
he
probably
asks a bunch of questions. You answer him to the best of your ability. He keeps drilling down on these questions, trying to get as far as you can. You pick up that, nobody's been out here, didn't even know this place was even inhabited anymore. It's about 20 minutes outside of Tempe, Arizona. Last you remember, you were in New York City. Ask you for your name.
no
You
idea.
know is John. That's all you know. You don't even remember your last name. He's like, all right, well,
I'm feeling sick, and I want to like get out of the car and just like stumble forward a little bit, and just
Okay.
like, so he maybe follows me a little bit.
Yeah, he's like, oh, and he's like doesn't really want to touch you.
Yeah, that's fair.
You don't look very touchable.
Okay.
But he's also like trying to, maybe if you're gonna fall and stumble, he might be there to catch you.
Well, as I'm like around him, not falling on the ground, I like spin around and I try to run for the door, and I'm gonna try to open the driver's side door, jump in and close the door.
Driver's side door is open.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna
there's no
jump in.
Yeah,
Hopefully the car's still running.
it is. Let's see if you're faster than he is. Can you give me a
Excellent.
quick check?
Sure.
Don't think
I'll need
either
a
skill
6.
matters. You're gonna need a 6, or a 5.
Oh, that's right. I could spend my last point.
You could.
True.
Oh,
Not enough. Not enough. Well, not my problem.
you drop into the driver's seat, and you go to put your foot on the gas, and he grabs you by the shoulder and he drags you out of the cruiser onto the ground. You fall to the ground as you get foggy. All right, we've got one. Both of you have 1 willpower.
Can you recap, because I lost my connection?
Yeah, so fire truck drove past, got headed towards the house. Cruiser stopped. You relayed to him that, hey, I've been kidnapped, I'm not doing well. You're kind of woozy. Sounds like you were play acting or hamming it up a little bit as you were doing it. He offers you a place to sit down at the back of the cruiser. You take it. He spends about 2 or 3 minutes having you recount everything, asking questions. You're answering them as best as you can. Out of nowhere, you jump out from the back seat, jump into the front seat, try to take off in this cruiser, and he grabs you by the shoulder and throws you to the ground. All right, bid 3, 2, 1. One more time. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to roll off for 1. Both of you roll a d6 to spend your last willpower.
That's the only thing I can roll.
All right. Big Dan got it. All right. Bottom right is down to 0 willpower. You have control of John until you do not.
Okay, so I tried to escape. He grabbed me, threw me on the ground.
You're on the ground right now. What the hell are you doing? Don't get up. And he's drawing his gun.
I'm gonna act like I'm confused and try to convince him that Mom, what's going on, Dad?
He's got his gun pointed. He goes,
what's going on?
Okay, I need a roll, and you can use your bluffing. Give me a 3 or higher to see if you can convince him that you're.
Come on,
I'm just acting crazy.
Yeah, acting crazy. All right. He goes, all right, look, I'm not your mom. Stand back up, and he kind of motions with his gun. He goes, stand back up, and I want you to turn around and put your arms behind your back. not behind your head, behind your back.
But you won't
And-
see them.
Okay. He goes and he handcuffs you.
Nice.
He takes you to the cruiser.
So my bluffing worked.
Oh, it did. Yeah, it definitely worked. You're definitely going to get you're going to get, let me take a quick look. So your bluffing worked and, oh, this is the last word on your level 2 that I'm struggling with because you're in handcuffs getting put into the car. Oh, you're gonna have to earn that last word in your level 2 obsession as he's taking you there to the car.
I don't understand what's going on, sir. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's get you into the car.
I
And
feel. Oh, I'm so sorry.
it's all right, man. Like
I
here,
mean,
like he takes the
I
top of
know
your head.
you're just doing your job. I mean, I'm so
You-
confused.
I can tell. And
I
he-
think I was roofied. I don't know what's going on, but
we can test for that back at the station. And he's trying to get you to bend down to get in the car, putting his hand on the back of your head. And are you letting him?
I cannot do this. Oh Jesus! I'm gonna punch
You can
him.
always try.
How?
So you're handcuffs. You can kick
I'm
him if you
handcuffed?
want.
At butt.
Oh, we can definitely do a headbutt, and we'll use boxing for the headbutt. Let's get a 3+.
I figure.
Oh,
All right,
come
you
on.
headbutt him. He
Crazy
staggers
boxer.
back. His gun falls to the ground. You're still in handcuffs, standing there. You've got a cut on your forehead, and that's bleeding. And he's completely dazed.
Oh Jesus. Blah, 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 blah. Is the car still running?
It is.
Oh, but ooh. Can I just pass my the handcuff under my
You can.
lid? I'm gonna go in the
Hands
car
are in
and
the
drive off if I can.
All right, you get in the car, and he starts going towards you, and you peel off and start driving the car. Where are we going?
Straight ahead.
Drive straight ahead.
I'm
start-
I'm looking if there's tires track where they came from.
Yeah, and very easy to follow where they came from. You eventually start seeing signs for Tempe, Arizona, 5 miles, 3 miles, and you pull into the outskirts of the kind of a suburban area. The road becomes paved. There's homes. They're all single storied homes. There's grass now as you've come to civilization.
I'm gonna stop the car. I'm gonna look for the keys.
Pretty sure he keeps the keys on his belt.
If there's a spare or something.
There is not.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna like on the steering wheel on the honk, and I'm going, "You guys are killing me."
So you start slamming your head, and it starts honking the horn, and it's right in front of this house, and I think an elderly lady comes out. She's not elderly. She's she's in her 60s. She's fully mobile,
Okay.
and she goes, "Officer, are you
Oh,
okay?"
I look, my face light up, and oh, lady, please. A criminal put me in handcuffs. Do you have a saw or something to free myself?
You're
It's
maximizing
embarrassing,
your
I know.
bluffing. You're maximizing your bluffing. So give me a 3+.
Oh, come on, please.
This is
That's the
insane.
right time.
Oh,
Yeah.
She goes,
Insane.
no, of course, officer. Here, yeah, come in the
course.
house. I think
Surrounded by
my
idiots.
I think my husband still has I still have my husband's tools in the garage.
madam, thank you.
She goes, she looks at you and she goes, you don't look like you're dressed, like you don't look like a cop.
I was undercover.
So takes you into the garage. Instinctively, you can tell that the husband's no longer here. There's dust on the tools. This was Gerald's. She flips open this old metal thing, and there's a hacksaw in there. She goes, if you can walk me through it, I can help you. She's kind of holding the saw.
Yeah,
She's got a bit of a tremble.
we're gonna work through it, I guess.
So you talk her through it, and
Yeah.
and she cuts through it, and she goes, I'm gonna. Should I just call? Are you?
I'm gonna
temping,
be okay.
PD?
But, I'm gonna be okay, ma'am. But I make sure that you're fully compensated for your trouble.
Oh no! You don't need. I don't need any money. I do think that I'm gonna call though. And she starts walking to her kitchen.
Did I trick her already? Or
Let me look at your thing here. Yeah, you did. You're gonna go foggy. I agree. That's 2 points. That's 2 points. You are out of willpower. You no longer have any control, nor can you gain control. We are down to 1 point each. Do we just go ahead and roll for it? Or does somebody want to give it?
That's fine. I'm not giving it.
All right.
Oh, you're not okay. You know what? I want to see what you're doing. Then I want to see what you're doing.
All right. Let's put Lou down to 0 willpower.
Okay.
So you're in the garage.
Yep. I pick up the hacksaw and continue to take the rest off of it, and
Okay.
I'm sure I have enough hacksaw skills that I can
No question. Yeah.
handle that without cutting myself.
She was out of curiosity, wouldn't normally you have the keys?
Oh yeah, I'm not a cop.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not a bad guy either. I'm just not a cop.
Okay. Could you leave, please?
I'm almost done. I'll be out of here shortly.
Okay. You
And
can
then-
you can keep the saw. Please
I
don't
see
hurt
like
me.
I see an old refrigerator in there. I'm like, oh, maybe I could go for a Coke. Just open the fridge.
Okay. There's a Coke in there.
There's a Coke in there.
Yes.
And then I'm in the garage and I see a chainsaw that's nice and dusty.
Okay. Yes, in
I'm
the
like,
garage. You go back to the
oh.
garage. You find a chainsaw.
I haven't seen one of these in years.
Oh, you can have that too. Just could you please leave?
I don't want to, ma'am. I'm not here. I've had a rough day. This has been a pretty rough day for me.
Okay.
So if you just, I'm just gonna drink my soda and I'll be out of here.
And she kind of goes out of sight. You can let her go out of sight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as you're standing there in the garage with this chainsaw, you can hear she goes, "Damn it! I always get this passcode wrong." Okay, you're in the garage with the chainsaw.
I start the chainsaw.
You start the chainsaw.
It's if the choke is a little off, I'm gonna mess with it a little bit. It hasn't been started in a while.
Okay.
And I get the thing roaring. Oh,
Yes.
I'm happy to hear it roaring. And she's not in my sight at all.
No,
She finally gets in there.
she's
Okay.
mad because she can't seem to remember the passcode to her phone.
All right. I'm happy I'm free. And I go back inside. And what is she doing?
She's shaking as she's trying
So-
to put the code in on her phone to unlock it.
I grab the phone
Okay.
from her and I just put it down.
I
Do
I
you
don't have any cash.
can I don't want any cash, ma'am. Look at me. I'm okay. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. My name's John. My name's John.
Hi, John.
Hi. I'm just gonna take like a sandwich or something, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like,
And she's
I-
just shaking.
I go to the fridge and I'm just doing this like I own the place, and I open the
Okay.
fridge. There's some like cheese. I'm just like eating it while I'm going through, and I'm like, this bologna's like 3 weeks past due, right?
My
you might
son
wanna-
could be here any minute. He comes and visits me on Tuesdays.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Today's Tuesday
Yeah,
of what month?
June.
June. I can't remember anything. I can't remember anything at all.
She's just, her hands are trembling. The
Okay.
phone is on the counter as you are rummaging and snacking off of the food in her fridge
I walk out the front door.
with the chainsaw.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm holding it. It's not started, but I'm just holding
Okay.
it.
You step out.
I step out.
Suburbia.
Yep. Absolute suburbia. And I am going to I see a tree in her front yard.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my goodness. Is that an ash tree by any chance? That is some wonderful wood.
Okay.
I look around, I might see some people driving by, and then I turn the chainsaw back on.
Okay.
And I literally just start grinding this chainsaw into the tree. It is just going into the tree.
Is this just a simple hacking, or
This is just me playing at the moment. I'm just going the
Gotcha.
tree.
Would you consider what you're doing? Are you trying to push yourself here?
No.
Like, do I need
No,
to
not
roll
at
because
all.
this is difficult or no?
Nope. This
Okay.
is something I'm used to doing. I'm just
Yep.
working out this chainsaw.
Got it.
And after I get this thing working, I top the top of the tree like above my head. And this is
Okay.
a big tree. I just wanted to get, and I just want to, this beautiful tree is just going to fall somewhere.
It does. Falls into her front yard.
Oh,
And-
fantastic.
Across the street, there's a guy, pretty big guy, probably early 30s. And he's standing on his front porch and real interested in what you're doing. Just kind of doesn't say
Hey.
anything.
Don't worry. We're just doing some art in the front yard. Commission.
He kind of gives kind of a half skeptical wave and just continues to stand there watching you.
And I start sculpting with my chainsaw. Probably like a bear standing on a ball, like an old circus bear. Maybe juggling 3 tiny bears, like bear cubs.
That sounds really difficult. So
It
I think
sounds
we're gonna
very
need a
difficult.
roll. And shocker, you have a skill called sculpting with unusual tools. So I think that applies here. Would you give me a 3+, please?
I was trying to work it in. I don't know what's going on. And I'm going to roll 1. I've rolled the 1 every time this game so far. Oh, there it is.
That
There
also
it is.
triggers your level 2. So that is 2 more points for Lou as you start going foggy with 7 points. Everybody but one has no willpower left.
Bring it home.
John,
dude.
as your head clears up a little bit, you look down and you're like, Jesus, that's pretty good. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Mute.
I look at the sculpture with the bear cups. I'm like, this is your best one yet. Really, really impressed. I could never do that.
You hear sirens.
Yes, I'm gonna like throw the chainsaw on the ground. I run. Like, how far away are they? Do I have like half a minute,
Yes.
maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run into the house. I'm gonna run out to the old lady, and it's like, listen, this is important, and I will leave you, and will never return.
I called the police.
I know. What's the highest place in town? Like
Hey.
mountain, hill.
It's pretty flat. Here, maybe the parking deck by the bank.
Absolutely fantastic.
And she kind of
This
vaguely
direction?
points in a direction.
Super helpful. Thank you. The sculpture is free of charge, and I run out, jump into the cop car, and I like pedal to the metal, start going.
You start driving. The buildings start getting taller. You see a Bank of America building with probably a 10, 15 story tall parking garage.
Fantastic. I'm gonna like start like just. I'm not gonna pull. You know what? I'm gonna stop and pull a ticket. When I'm like, gonna stop, pull a ticket.
You start driving.
Yeah,
up the
slow,
spiral.
carefully.
Nice and careful.
Yeah.
You
With the
get-
sirens on.
With the sirens.
With the sirens on. That's very important.
You get to the top deck. There's only like 3 cars there.
Very good. I'm gonna like back up as far as I can, and I assume there's a radio.
Yeah.
In the car, like I'm not
Yeah,
not like a
car
CD,
447. We need you to report back. Car 447.
Is this John? Yeah, that's all I have to say. I want to. Does I ask into the CB radio? Does this car have like music? Like, can you help me out? I'm like,
You are not
Hello?
authorized to be in this vehicle.
well, but I'm here right now, so you might as well help me. Does this play music? Can I like? Okay, I'm gonna like. Is there like an actual like a radio, like
Sure.
music radio? Okay, I'm gonna like go for the frequencies as fast as I can, trying to
You
find
do.
like an energetic song.
You do. What do you find?
I find Queen Bohemian Rhapsody.
Beautiful. And it's right that. Dun, 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 dun,
Fantastic.
ba-da-boo, ba-da-boo.
I'm going to take the handheld thingy, and I don't know if I know how this works, but I'm going to try to like put it on speaker so it goes like projects outward of the car, hold it against the radio, like against the box, and I'm going to put it in drive, and I'm going to floor it off the building, just straight off as the
So
music
you're-
blares.
Driving here, and the barriers at the top here are purposely built to prevent you doing exactly what you're doing. I'm going to need a roll for a success here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because what you're shooting for. I'm gonna need a check here, I think.
Okay.
You got 1
All right.
willpower left.
Yeah, I don't really have anything that applies here. Well, the
Five or
willpower I
six?
used for this to become John.
No, you
Right.
you got John. Nobody
Oh,
you
okay.
didn't have to bid for
Well,
it.
then I just need
Everybody
a
else
5,
is
I
out.
guess. Let's hope for the best.
Yes.
Would
Are
you like to
spending it?
spend your
Are you
last
spending it?
willpower?
Yes, I would like to spend my last point.
You find a weak spot in one of the concrete walls, and we finish today's game watching the car fly off the 10th floor of this parking deck into the building across the street from it. That is 3 points for Z. That takes you to 6. Lou at 7. Dan at 8.
There it is.
Let's go to credits real quick. We'll be back to talk about it later on the other side. I'm going to bring us back. All right, I got to update your score, Z. So give me top left. You doubled your score at 6. All right. Thoughts, stars, and wishes. I'll start with you, Dan. What'd you think of the game? What was your star? And if you got to play this again, what would you wish for?
Oh. It was a lot of fun. Well, the way we spent willpower at first, I thought, oh, it's gonna be over in an hour.
Yeah,
But I mean, you get a little stingy.
you do.
As time as time passed. I wanted to read your stuff later, but we can guess. But mine were pretty.
Well, no, I think
straightforward.
we should. Yeah, why don't you read yours off? Why
Yeah,
don't you
say
read
them
off
now,
your 2
yeah.
skills and
Yeah.
your 3 obsessions?
Okay, the skills were boxing and bluffing.
Hmm.
We figured
The
those out.
level 1 was breaking things of value.
Which I'm surprised you never did. Or no, you got a point
No,
for
the
it with
phone. The phone.
Yep,
Yeah.
The
you got a
phone.
point for the
I
phone.
did
Yep.
once. Level 2 was tricking people for advantage, which I
And
did.
that's where I
once.
couldn't quite give him the full
Yeah.
2 points because he was tricking people, but being put in handcuffs, I couldn't say that's for
I get it.
advantage. So
Yeah, that's why we tweaked it. That was the hardest one to.
it was.
Sort of
You and I
make
played around with
interesting.
that. Yep.
Yeah. Level 3 was starting and winning fist fights.
Which you got points
So-
for.
I got it once. If I played again, I would probably go for weirder stuff. But maybe. I don't know. But I know it's not part of the game, but I was kind of wanting John to survive. So when Lou burned the car or destroyed it, I was like, oh, damn.
I was going for 3 more points. You'll hear in a minute. Why.
Okay. Then, I'm sure it's related.
So you didn't have anything about getting people to strip? That was
No.
just you?
That was just Dan.
But
I was like,
that's
oh,
why
he's
I-
definitely got to get people
Yeah.
to strip,
Oh my
right?
god.
Well, I played him a little. I don't know,
Ugh.
not dumb, but not very.
You're the one that found the code.
That's great.
Yeah, but did you have that plan, or did you react to?
Oh no, that was planned. That's
Oh,
what
okay.
the note. That's
So
what the
I
note at
did
the bottom
get
of the. Yeah,
I
the
got it
note in the
right.
notebook was referring to that, and
Oh,
yeah,
I
that
wasn't
was always
sure.
gonna be there.
Well, I played into it because my
You did.
character is, well, overbearing, obviously.
All right, let's talk stars.
Ah. Hmm.
When
Well,
did
burning the truck was really, and for Lou and for Z biting the arm of the
you're gonna see why in a little bit. but
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
pretty sure.
I was grossed out. I was grossed.
Swallowing the tooth? Come on, man.
And I.
Oh,
Oh
and-
yeah, that too, but not as much. But for me,
It's interesting
uh,
because like I looked at the level 1s and I'm like, why don't you? I mean, my first instinct was just keep hitting your level 1s. You're not going to need a roll for it. And stuff. It's like, but you lose control, right? And
Yeah.
if you're only getting 1 point per control,
That's
you may not
the
win the games.
challenge.
Well,
You
it's
gotta get
interesting.
These other ones in. You got to get
Yeah,
these other ones
no,
in.
it's good.
well, breaking things of value is kind of easy, but I felt that everything was crap. I might have like broke down the phone because it felt important, and the water. I thought at some point we would have to walk, so I thought drinking all the water was stupid. So
Yeah,
that's why I
it
kind of
didn't
went
quite
for it,
fit.
but I didn't know
Yeah.
we were 20 minutes away from. It felt like what I thought is we were in those fake. When they did nuclear testing in the desert.
Mm,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's what I
bunkers.
thought we were, and I thought the lady was a nuclear, not accident, but mutant, something. That's what I thought you were going for. So Yeah.
you have officially thought more about her than I did.
yeah, we were more dangerous than she was, I guess, in the end.
Oh God! All right, Z,
Crazier.
for you, thoughts, stars, and wishes.
For me, thoughts. I really like the system. I think it's hilarious. The bidding the same amount that can get a little silly, especially if you're like, I want control, but I don't want to spend too much
Yeah.
because I want to ration it out. But other than that, I really like just complete insanity that it eventually always goes to.
Has to.
Um, I think that's my favorite part.
Stars.
Stars definitely going to be gonna have to give that Gonna have to give that to Lou for always having a prop. Of course, you had a chainsaw ready to go. Of
I have
course.
2 of them. I have another.
Oh, 2 of them. I'm surprised you didn't just decide you wanted to juggle them. But I did also love the sculpture, and I have to give it to Dan just for the absolute insanity that was the strip search. I was
It was
like
amazing.
crying tears.
It was amazing. I'm glad you won the game because you didn't score a point for that control, but man, it was a great. It
I
was so
swore he had make somebody strip. I swear.
Oh,
Why
Next
was he-
time I
Why was
will.
he trying so hard?
let's hear your skills and your obsessions if we could see.
Oh, right. So my skills were sewing and stitching, and mechanics and repairs, like mechanics / repairs.
Mhm.
My level 1 was eating things that are not food but are
No
edible.
way.
Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? Then sneaking up on people and biting them is level 2, and then the third one, you might guess what it was. Just a guess.
Daredevil? I don't know. Some
Driving cars off cliffs are great.
Oh, that's
heights.
literally
I mean, literally what it was.
exactly. All right, it's very
Yes,
specific.
specifically. I was so
Oh wow.
I was so annoyed when you blew up the truck. Because like, God dang it, there goes my opportunity to get
I was
this.
like, yeah.
Then
I was like, what
Randall
do they have
died,
with the
And I
truck?
couldn't
Yeah.
bite anyone anymore. So that was also gone. So I was so happy when there was like a cop car in the city. It's like fantastic. It all worked out.
Because I couldn't bite anybody anymore.
Well, I don't know if it would have counted on like dead
Oh my god, that's
people.
funny.
I don't. Who knows? Anywho, for wishes, I would love to play. So I've seen a few times. It's always contemporary. I would love. I'm glad we did some horror thing. I would
Yep.
love to see it in like a sci-fi setting or like a fantasy setting, just something completely different to see how that plays out, because it just
Yep.
opens up to some other shenanigans.
No, I agree. I completely agree. And I also think that I would, if I run it again, I would like John just to wake up in his bedroom that morning, right? And let's
He
see
has
what
these
happens.
obsessions, right? That's what they're for.
Yeah. As opposed to making it dramatic. Like I've watched some APs too, and like you just crashed your car and you wake up, and there seems to always be like this dramatic event that kicks it off. I think it'd be really interesting to go, you woke up from a nap. And then just see what
I like
happens.
that.
All right, Lou, thoughts, stars, and wishes.
Thoughts is I had a whole bunch of fun. Stars is the strip game. I swore that was one of Dan's things.
You were
was
waiting
to
for me to
get
award a
somebody
point.
stripped.
weren't
I'm
you?
like, oh, and I'm like, you did. I'm like,
That was so
Okay.
much effort.
that was a lot of effort. So that's by far was my favorite point.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
think I had to mute myself the most there. So that stars. Wishes. I guess like Z said, I would like to see this in other types of things. I don't know if I want John waking up in a bed. I think I need some kind of scene. Like even if it's like wakes up in a thunderstorm. Like it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just
Right.
something to make it. Otherwise, I don't know. It'd just be totally random. My stuff was plumber, so all the skills to go with plumbing, and sculpting with unusual tools,
Where
which
did you get
literally
that?
was a chainsaw sculptor. Was literally what I wanted it to be. And I get like I was telling people offline, I could have went for the 3 points to tie Dan, but I needed to get that in there. I was like, it's got to be in there somewhere. And then my 3 things were level 1, taking things apart to see how they work. So that's when I took apart
True.
the bed,
camera.
box spring, and then the camera.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
my second one is doing something difficult so I can brag about it. So every time I came up with something difficult, just like Z said, somebody removed it from the scene or changed it. I'm like, oh, I was going to do this thing and now I can't do it. I can't brag. So I'm going to brag about my sculpture in the front lawn. And my level 3 was taking revenge. If you wrong me, you will pay.
So
So
that's
running over the woman. So like when
Hitting
they
the
went
woman.
away and then you turn back around and ran her
yeah.
over, that is clearly revenge because you turn
Yes.
back around.
yeah.
And then I was going to try to double down on that by sending the truck into her house and blowing the house up to get another 3 points for revenge. So
Oh
yeah,
my
that's
God.
where I was at with that.
Oh,
Um,
so much
A lot
fun.
of fun, everyone.
So 2 weeks from tonight, we go back. Hopefully, we've been having
Woo!
some really bad scheduling gremlins, but we got to get back to spectaculars for Sentinel Comics. We missed you, Dika, but we also did have a lot of fun. This coming Monday, we've got Blade Runner. It's either going to be the last episode or the second to last episode. You don't want to miss it. And then coming around next weekend, definitely want to watch Mothership, VR Dead. We're having a good time there. Always a pleasure. Talk to you soon.
Howdy, friends. Thank you for watching. All our content is archived and organized in playlists on the Third Floor Wars YouTube channel. Check it out. And if you could like, follow, subscribe, and even set your notifications to this channel on YouTube and Twitch, we'd appreciate it, and it'll make sure that you catch all of our content. I talk with creators, designers, and experts across the gaming landscape in every episode of our podcast, Tabletop Talk. Open up your favorite podcatcher and search for Tabletop Talk from Third Floor Wars. Support your creators. They make the content you love, and it's your support that makes it happen. If you want to help us, go to Third Floor Wars on patreon.com, and you can help us for as little as $1 a month. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Take care.